Good day everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel once again. Today, please, if today is your first time of watching this my video, please do well to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload new video. Thanks. Okay, now today we have the following problem. Remember that my previous class was the introduction to beta function. So today we're going to apply beta function in solving this problem. So this is the integral from 0 to pi all over 8 of this cosine function of 4x times sine of 4x dx. Okay, so how can we start? So let us make a substitution. This 4x, so let us say let 4x equal to y. Okay, now dividing both sides by 4, we get x is equal to y all over 4. Okay, so now differentiating both sides, we have the x is equal to the y all over 4. Okay, now our integral will look like this. So we have this equal to, so integral, so let us check our new limit. Now we have 4x, so y is equal to 4x. So if you substitute x equals 0 here, we actually get y equal to 4 times 0, and that is 0. Okay, limit here remains the same. Now that's the lower boundary here. So now we have pi all over 8, the upper boundary. So when you remove x here and put pi all over 8, so let's see, have 4 times pi all over 8. 4 here 1, 4 here 2. So we have pi all over 2 equal to y. So our upper boundary is what? Pi all over 2. Okay, now we have the cosine function of y, since we let 4s equal to y, and the sine function of y. Okay, so what is our dx? So this is our dx here. Our dx is the y all over 4, the y all over 4. Okay, now we're going to write out, that is factor out this 4 out of this integral sign. So we have integral from 0 to pi all over 2, the cosine function of y times the sine function of y, then dy. Okay, now remember that in my previous class I gave the following identity, that the special function of this beta of mn is equal to 2, okay, integral from 0 to pi all over 2, the sine function of theta to the power of 2m minus 1, and the cosine function of theta to the power of 2n minus 1 d theta. Okay, now we're going to compare the powers here and know the value of this y. Okay, now remember the power of this function here is 1 and here is 1. So now we have sine theta here, we have sine of y here. So let's compare the power. So we have 2m minus 1 is equal to, remember, 1. So is equal to 1. Now when we add 1 to both sides, we have 2m is equal to 2. So actually m is equal to 1. Okay, and the cosine function here and the cosine function, let's compare the powers. 2n minus 1 is equal to 1. Adding 1 to both sides, we get 2n equal to 2. Actually n is equal to 1. Okay, now this our integral is becoming 1 all over 4 times, remember, these 2 dividing both sides. If you divide both sides by 2, you get 1 over 2 beta of mn is equal to this. So we have, that is, we have 1 all over 2 beta of 1 1. So, and this is equal to 1 all over 8 beta of 1 1. Okay, now how can we evaluate the beta function of 1 and 1? So let us recall the relationship. That is a very beautiful relationship between this beta function and the gamma function. Okay, so we all know that the beta of m n is equal to gamma of m times the gamma of n all over the gamma of m plus n. Okay, so now this is becoming 1 over 8 times, okay, the gamma of 1 times the gamma of 1, okay, all over the gamma of 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1. Okay, so now remember the formula for this function. So we have the gamma of m equal to m minus 1 factorial. Okay, now actually the gamma of the gamma of 1 is going to be 1 minus 1 factorial, and this is equal to 0 factorial, and this is equal to 1. Okay, so and the under here, remember this is the gamma of 2 here. Okay, so let us know the gamma of 2, the value. So we have gamma of 2 is equal to 2 minus 1 factorial, and this is equal to 1 factorial is equal to 1 as well. Okay, so what do we have next? So we have our integral equal to 1 all over 8, okay, times, the gamma of 1 is 1, times the gamma of 1 is 1, all over the gamma of 2 is 1, and that is equal to 1 all over 8. So therefore we can say that integral from 0 to pi all over 8 of the cosine function of 4x times the sine function of 4x, the x is equal to 1 all over 8, and this is the right answer. Thank you for viewing, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share these videos. Thanks you.